I'm going to bring you this. Declan Rice, after his man-of-the-match performance against the US, he spoke with Off the Ball's Jamie Moore.
No, it was just, he was on TalkSport talking, and it's one of them things, he's just come out and said it. I'm not going to take too much by it, he can say that, obviously that's his opinion, but I'm here tonight, I'm playing for Ireland, and, I've just been focused on doing that, playing in the Turkey and France game.
Yeah, the assistant manager Roy Keane spoke to us during the week, and he said he was very surprised by the comments that you're Irish and you're playing for Ireland, which all of us Irish people were happy to hear. You do see yourself as an Irish international, and hopefully once that competitive debut comes, it'll be the end of the question.
Yeah, I think it was off topic, for him to come out and say that. I did hear Roy's interview the other day, but I don't try to think too much about it. I don't want to take too much pressure onto myself or put pressure on myself. Just want to keep playing, enjoying my football, and playing with a smile on my face, and I think that's the main thing I've got to do.
From the point of view of you as an Ireland player, 3 games in since the Turkey game, you look like you've been playing for a number of years, let alone 3 games. How do you feel you've settled in, because it looks like you've just taken to it really, really well?
Yeah, no, I think it's because I've been around club men football for quite a while now. Playing with top players, coming here playing with top players, and it's nice integrating with different types of players, from different teams, and I'm learning off different players and what we can do better and what I can do better individually, and I think that's why on the pitch I feel so confident, because I believe in my ability to get on the ball and get us playing. And
just finally for me, it's a new period for Ireland with the likes of John O'Shea retiring and others. Do you really feel that there's a chance for you to nail a place in the squad, whether that be at centre back, a back 3 or a midfield?
Yeah, the manager's been playing me in midfield. Turkey game he played me at the back, and it's up to him where he wants to play me in the future. Like I said, I just want to keep playing and getting minutes under my belt and playing international football. I think that's the main objective.
Yeah, it's great to hear a young Irish footballer self-confident enough to go, yeah, I'm going to play. I'm going to play where the manager wants me to play. But not like, it'll be up to him to pick me and I'll just be glad to be in the squad. It's like, yeah, I'm going to play because I'm really good.
And he wants to take the ball. He wants to change play. He wants to pass forward. He's doing things that, frankly, our midfielders haven't been doing for a long time. And maybe Martin O'Neill, we played 3 at the back, and he spoke about the Turkey game as well, where he played Declan Rice himself, where he played in the back 3, looked excellent, stepped into midfield, looked even better, started the last couple of games in midfield, and he's been the standout player. 19, we talk about putting too much pressure on the players, but if he wants to play, wants to enjoy it, just go with it. I mean, there's no
Get as many of those lads in the team as you can.
Totally. You can clearly tell he's confident. He's not brash. He's not overly confident. He's just, yeah, I want to take it. Look, this is where I've played. I've come through a system where I'm comfortable on the ball. I want to be part of this squad. Clearly, he enjoys being around the Irish squad. Clearly, he enjoys even being part of Noel King's under 21 squad, where he's played senior football the following few days. He's joined back up with Noel King's under 21s. He wants to be part of something. So just let him play. He's good enough. He's more than good enough now. He's performing. If you see his ball for the second goal that we scored, how many times do you see a ball when it's played back to a full-back or to a midfield player, the position he was, you just swing a cross in, and he had the vision and the awareness just to cut it back to James McLean then create the goal for Alan Judge, the last-minute winner. It's just quality. He's a quality footballer, so he has to play now. And it's not. I wouldn't want to say I wouldn't want to be as strong and say you build your team around him, but it's almost the fact is now you go, I'll tell you what, now we have, if we're playing 3 midfielders, if we're playing 2 midfielders, he will be part of a 3 or a 2 in midfield. Now that's the way it seems to me.
As opposed to in the defence, because actually he's more valuable to us there now.
Well, you can play him in a 3 at the back, but personally, I'd want to play him further forward simply because of how he created the second goal. We've not had I think that has been the key area we've been lacking, Joe, over the last couple of years, and I really think that. I think we've gone so much, I think probably overboard at times on Wes Hoolahan, because he's the player that's able to take the ball, and whether that be drive forward with it, but he's certainly one that would always take the ball. We've not had midfield players prepared to take the ball, I think, and then be prepared when they get on the ball to switch the play, take it on the back foot, take it away from where opposition are, and switch play, passing forward. I don't think we've done it enough. Declan Rice, particularly in the second half, he was just doing it with just such ease. So I would prefer to see him play with how he played at the weekend in midfield, yeah.
Yeah. Any concerns about the fact that there's been that change in manager at club level, and a new manager comes in, it's like, well, yeah, I'm going to play a 19-year-old in the Premier League. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with the guy that I'm going to spend 15 million.
Pellegrini's got the remit of turning him into an England centre-half, hasn't he, Declan Rice? So we'll see how that one goes. But there's a concern. There's always a tendency when a new manager comes in, particularly a manager of Pellegrini's standing, is to get more experienced players in. They'll see the age rather than the talent.
Yeah.
And they'll get somebody else in potentially who is substandard on, certainly as equal, or certainly not better, no better than Declan Rice. And there's always a tendency to go with that player because of the experience. Because he's 19, because of his age, there's always a tendency to overlook that. But I personally think now he's proved it now, that's it. And
West Ham at least have that track record of developing talent.
Yeah.
And they'll want to develop, like, especially with the situation with regards to the stadium being such a shit show over the last 12 months that they need something to point to and say, no, we're bringing our own players through. We're hanging our hat on this guy, even though he made some mistakes towards the end of last season. He's recovered from them. And sorry, that was the other thing. It was like, so it was somebody who came off the back of a brilliant season with a few mistakes at the end of the year, and then it was like, no, I'm really confident I'm playing here.
Yeah,
none of that sense of hangover from that.
He spoke about his mistakes that he made in the lead up to the France game last week. Just saying, yeah, I made mistakes. That's the way that it is, and yeah, he did. But that's just the way that it is. Everybody at his age, everyone across a career, no matter what age you are, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make howlers that's going to cost goals, particularly if you're a centre half if he's playing the position that he is. I think that shows his maturity and the responsibility that's maybe been given to him for West Ham, and how much belief they've got in him, that they're actually prepared to go, tell you what, we're going to play centre half. We're in a relegation battle, and we're playing you.
Well, because we had this debate. Johnny Ward was sitting there, and he was like, he thought that David Moyes had thrown him under the bus. I actually, when you read the quotes, it felt like David Moyes had thrown him under the bus about the young lad making the mistake, and you just got to clear it. But actually, when you heard him say it, he was calm enough about it. It was like, he made mistakes, and rather than pretending it didn't happen, this is the Premier League. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get called out for them. And he bounced back from them. So ultimately, I think that Moyes handled the whole situation quite well. In that respect, but
and he does. He's very good. He was very good defensive coach as well, David Moyes. So he'll know. He would have learnt a lot from David Moyes, maybe in the short space of time he's been with him. Yeah.